welcome to another edition of Let's Talk. This is your boy, Hound Dog Buck 50. On this one, I wanted to talk about credit and how to avoid interest rates on your credit cards. Now, before I go any further, I'm not, I'm not this big financial guru who's coming on here telling you like, oh, do this, I know this. No, it's not that. I'm just giving you the knowledge that I have, because when I sat down and thought about something the other day, I remember thinking like, man, my knowledge with credit cards and dealing with credit has improved vastly. And if I'd have known some of these things, simple things, I could have avoided situations back then, but I didn't. But it's okay. I know I'm going to help somebody with this. This is for people who care about their credit. If you don't give a what about your credit, I guess this ain't for you. We talk about avoiding interest rates. First of all, credit is something you don't want to undervalue. If you got good credit, you can pretty much get a house with not a lot of money put towards it. You can get a car, you can walk off the lot with a car, no money down. When you're moving in somewhere, you're getting your water turned on, your light turned on. You don't got to put no deposit if you got good credit. So it's definitely something that makes a lot of sense. It's a long-term game. Some people uh, don't think long-term. They just think for the moment. Or me. I get this laptop from Best Buy, or this fridge from Best Buy. I ain't paying for it. It's not like what they're gonna do, arrest me. Okay, but just know that's gonna go to the credit report. And when you try to do anything else in that credit realm, it's gonna come a time when you can't do it. So that's the long term effects of it. But what I really want to talk about the interest. If you're, it's good to develop your credit, obviously, by using your credit cards. But one thing I would say when it comes to using credit cards is have a plan. If you're gonna make a sizable purchase like a TV for $400, have a plan. That plan could be like, well, you know what? I'm working overtime this week. So by the time I get that check, $400 is gonna go to that TV when that bill come in. Or my income tax is coming in next month. That's $1,000. I'm gonna take 400 out of that, pay for that TV. Because unless you got no interest on that TV, what's gonna happen is Visa, MasterCard, or whoever, they're gonna start charging you interest on that TV. So now, ultimately, what happens is you're gonna pay more than $400 for that TV. So now, if you got some credit cards, let's say you got four. You had one where you owed 100, another one 50, 75, or whatever. You paid all of them off, but you got this one that's like 1,200, and right now you just don't got the money to pay that off right now. This is what I didn't know back then, just from being green. If you want to keep your credit good and you want to avoid the interest, there's things called APRs. Most credit cards have APRs. If you contact one of your credit cards that you have, if you already have existing cards, ask them, do they have an APR? In most cases, they will say yes. Usually, sometimes those APRs go 2 years. Might be 2022 to August of 2024. And now, if you're struggling and let's just say you can only pay $50, at least if you pay that $50, you're not dealing with the interest rate, because you got to factor, if you're paying $50 on this 1,500 and you're dealing with, let's just say, 23% interest rate, You're no longer paying 50 because I'm just making up numbers. So don't ridicule me. I'm just making up a number. Let's say the interest is $35. You paid 50. So really you only pay 15 because they're killing you with the interest. Get you an APR, you know, if and find a card with an APR and you shift your money over there until you get things right, until you can pay a chunk and you pay what you can. And at least you're not dealing with all that interest because the interest is going to kill you. You understand me? The interest is going to kill you. It's going to seem like you ain't going nowhere, like you just on a treadmill and just running, but you ain't moving. So you always want to look for that APR. Try your best. Let's just say if it's a 2-year window, try your best to pay it off if you can. I know everybody goes through different trials. So that's why I say if you can. If for some reason you got that APR and it's about to expire and you still not where you want to be in terms of paying it off, do it again. Whether it's if your credit is if you're at least paying for your bills, your credit will still be decent. That's why you want to keep it decent. So you see how they all connect. If your credit's still good because you're paying your bills, you check out one of the credit cards you got that ain't got no balance. Ask them if they got an APR special. If they say yes, you take that same 15 and maybe now it might be 1,000 or whatever. Take it over there and keep paying your little $50, $60 or whatever, and until you get it done. But at least you're not dealing with the interest because that interest is a killer. You know what I mean? It's something. It's not like I say. I'm not on here like I'm the financial guru, and no, I'm sure it's plenty of people know way more than me. This is just something that I picked up on, and I said, "Wow, what I'm doing with this particular card, I could have did that when I was younger, when I was getting killed on the interest, but I didn't understand that back then. I just didn't get it. But now I know. So I know, just like I didn't know, there's somebody else out there that didn't know. So I'm just passing it on. So just remember, if you got that card or that balance and that interest, let's just say the interest, you already dealing with the interest. You're like, man, this thing is, they killing me with that interest. Just remember, APR. If you got some other cards and they ain't got no balance, ask them if they can give you an APR. If not, if your credit is still decent from paying, you can find credit cards that you can get approved for that will give you an APR. Do a balance transfer and shift that money over there so you can get that interest off you so you can breathe a little bit. Like I said before, I'm not a financial guru. I'm just a human being, just giving a little light to those that need the light. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.